So, speaking of football players, we're going to start off with this one. This has been going on for, I think it happened last week. NFL quarterback Cam Newton was on the podcast, $1 Million Worth of Game, and it's been trending. I'm going to go ahead and play this clip right quick, and you guys can tell me what you think. You can tell me what you think as well. Whenever I find a damn clip. Oh, here we go. Let's see if we can hear it. Let's go.
Of what they deem is a boss chick. Now, a woman for me is handling your own, but knowing how to cater to a man's needs, right? And I think a lot of times when you get that aesthetic of like, I'm a boss, like I'm a this, I'm a that. No, baby, like, but you can't cook.
Okay.
You don't know when to be quiet. You don't know how to allow a man to lead.
Okay, you heard that?
Yes, I heard that.
That's only a good 20 seconds on the interview. Of course, he elaborates more because the question that they asked him was, what is his preference in women?
Oh, okay.
So he gave a brief description.
Okay.
So let me get your opinion based on what he said.
That's a good question. I think everybody needs to be asked that, especially when dating and looking for a partner. I don't see anything wrong with what he said. If that's the kind of woman that he wants, he should be able to have that. He said a boss chick. People have a wrong idea, or I'll say not a wrong idea. Let me try to use the humanistic approach or perspective. Okay. They have a different perception on what a boss chick is, right? So it sounds like to me he was saying, people be so quick to be like, oh, I got my money, I got this, I got that. But when it comes to their man, they can't cook, they can't do certain things. So, I get what he's saying. He basically telling y'all hoes, shut the fuck up. Shit, I be wanting to tell y'all, shut the fuck up. Y'all be doing too much with this boss chick shit. Shut up! But no, I don't know. I don't necessarily see anything wrong with what he said on both ends. That's his expectation. That's his standard. And a man like Cam Newton in his position, if that's what he wants, what's the problem?
Yeah, I was shocked. Well, not really. I'm not shocked that it was a big thing. It was on ESPN. It was on Shade Room. It was everywhere. But
I think because people taking it, to me, I feel like, now I'm going to say this. Now, this might rub some people the wrong way. Everybody cannot, and every man cannot have that same expectation as Cam Newton. I feel like if you're going to get a partner or somebody that you're looking for, there needs to be equal value, right?
Correct.
So the man needs to be able to, if your man is saying he wants you to cook, clean, and just shut the fuck up, let him lead, okay? He's probably providing, he's fixing stuff around the house, he's changing tires, you know what I mean? Have that same equal expectation.
Right. And when he said, shut the F up, he doesn't mean literally.
He said shut up, that was me.
Right. Well, when he said to know when to shut up.
Right. To be quiet.
And I think they got that mixed up. That was a big thing, the headlines. Basically
it was
saying,
what he said. Not, they took.
Yeah.
Or maybe how he said it.
He's not literally saying you can't talk. He was just know when to be quiet. And that's important. But
that's for everybody.
Yeah. But, it's a big thing with women. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? I don't have a problem with what he said. It's his preference.
Right. That's at the end of the day.
If that's what he likes, he's in the position where that's the kind of women that he can pick. Like you said, he can pick those kind of women. And when you mean by boss chicks, we see it on Instagram every day. And most of those chicks, they have high expectations. What he's saying, those boss chicks are the ones that don't want to cook and clean, et cetera, et cetera.
Right.
And most of the people that are complaining want him, and he's not looking at them. That's a problem. Because let's be real, a boss woman is not going to have time to say she's a boss woman. You ain't got to say it.
Oh, that was going to be my next point.
You know what I'm saying? A boss
you are not what you say, but what you do.
Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, ain't nobody, a real boss woman or boss anybody, a real boss doesn't have time to promote and show off that they're bosses. Mm-hmm. They got work to do.
Excuse me.
You know what I'm saying? So I don't have a problem with anyone that has preferences.
Yeah, standards. Everybody should have.
Everybody does.
Standards.
So I understand it, but let me see.
And I think it was just how when he went on to say, let a man lead.
Yeah.
Now, I'm going to say this. When it comes to letting a man lead, men also have to realize, men, you are what you attract. It's the law of attraction.
True.
You know what I mean? So it shouldn't be up to the woman to decide if a man should leave. That's your calling, not hers. So if you're with someone who's not letting you leave and that's not what you want, you leave. Leave her alone. That's not the woman for you. Because like you said, that kind of woman is not going to speak about it. She's going to be about it.
Right. Yeah. So let me see if I could get on the line right quick. Yeah, it was just an outrage. Like I said, most of the ones that had an outrage want to be with a guy like him. He's not looking at them. So
and they talk too much. Listen, I'm glad somebody said it. Y'all hoes be doing too much. Shut the fuck up.
Absolutely.
Shut up!
Like, just shut up, for real. They get on my nerves.
Yeah,
Shit.
man. Get on the horn right quick.
Hello.
Yo, what's going on, man? Welcome to the Thomas Game Podcast, sir.
Welcome.
How you doing?
Good Thomas Gang. What's up, husband and wife? How y'all doing?
We good. What about you,
Good.
man?
I'm doing good. Doing good. Thank you for having me.
Good.
Glad to have you back.
Yeah,
Hey, I'm glad. I'm glad to be back.
we gonna real quickly. We want to get your take on the Cam Newton situation. You familiar with that?
Give me a quick review.
Well, basically, he gave a preference. He was on the $1 million worth of game. Shout out to Gilly and Wallow. And they asked him what was his preference in women. And he said, hey, not these boss bees, because those type of women, they don't want to cook and they don't want to clean and they don't know when to be quiet. So those are the kind of women that he preferred not to be around. And it was a big thing. You know, it was on ESPN and everywhere. You know,
And he said they don't know how to let a man lead.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you remember that happened maybe last week?
Yeah, I remember the comments. Since you refreshed my memory, I remember the comments.
Right. So how do you feel about him saying that, Cam Newton?
I think Cam need to focus more on the clothes he wearing and the chicks he messing with.
He did look crazy though in that interview. He had a cowboy hat. I think he had a cowboy outfit on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He need to focus on not being Django too and just being Cam, learn how to throw again and get his first down.
Well, I mean,
I'm not trying to go back to chat, but you know what I'm saying? When anything with women, it's nothing wrong with a boss bee. We're keeping it, clean. There's nothing wrong with a boss bee. But I mean, look, it's all about respect. And if you're gonna be with any woman or a woman gonna be with any man, it's all about being complimentary. The biggest things in life you can have is versatility. That's with man, woman, whatever your skill set is. You want to make sure that you can compliment whoever you're with. And if you're not feeling insecure and inferior about anything you're doing, it shouldn't matter. If that woman is going to respect you, you don't have to worry about if she knows her place, if she knows her thoughts. She's going to know how to treat you. And you won't feel like, I'm sorry about that. I'm not Mr. You know what I'm saying? She's not feeling. You know what I'm saying? So it's not like she got to listen to my commands. It's all about compliments. And if you truly want somebody to respect, you stay ambitious and you keep pushing yourself, so she's always going to want to gain your respect. You never have to feel bad about that. If she elevates herself and she meets you at the same energy, then, what are you looking at? You're looking at success. Man, woman, child, family. And that's really what you want.
That's kind of what we were saying,
yeah,
too.
so let me ask you this. So do you see that in the boss bees that he was talking about?
I done been around some boss bees and been with some. You know what? No, because when they respect you, they don't care. You don't get those type of responses.
Yeah, we just said
I don't
that.
know I don't know the type of chicks he's dealing with.
Think about it. He's an NFL player. He's a millionaire. So
he was basically saying the women that he's around, they're always chatting that they're, boss bitches or whatever.
Right.
And he was saying, yeah, he was saying that they're always talking about calling themselves bosses because of their, I guess, career status. But he was like, when it comes to cooking, they can't cook. When it comes to, knowing when to be quiet.
Being like wifey material.
Right. He was saying it's just their aesthetic, I think is the word that he used, what they consider a boss chick. But again, like to your point, it's the kind of women he's attracting.
Yeah, think about his profession. He's in sports. He's a millionaire. So what's going to attract him to the women is him. Like he's on Instagram. So he's going to get those kind of women like Instagram models and thoughts. That's who's saying all this boss B stuff.
All right, Jay Reed, it's not about what he's attracting, it's what he's choosing.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
if you choosing the wrong woman, then you're gonna get the wrong result. That's with anybody.
Right.
I mean, don't look for something you want in somebody, but you looking in the strawberry patch, but you looking for grapefruit. Like, I mean, if you're looking in the wrong area, it's never going. Well, I'm sorry, apples and oranges. Was that?
Right.
That's
No, I got you. You
Nah,
follow
it
you.
makes sense.
If you're not looking for what you want, you overlooking something that you look. Cam Newton's a football player. That don't mean he got all. You don't know that. You don't know Cam Newton ins and outs. He could be. He could be corny. I mean, think about it. That dress code ain't popping.
Nah, it's never been popping.
It ain't popping. So I mean, whether he wearing feathery hat, I mean, we'll go back. Hey, Jay, we'll go back to the leather shorts. We know where that comes from. That's they.
You crazy,
but I mean,
man.
if he wearing the leather shorts and the cowboy hat and Spurs, I'm like, come on, put like this.
Hey, but nobody ever called him. No one's ever called him a square.
But is he a Super Bowl champion?
No, he's MVP. He's MVP. He's MVP.
That's another part.
He's
But not a
MVP.
Super Bowl champion.
But he's MVP. He's MVP.
It's plenty of MVP.
Huh?
Name the Super Bowl champion. I said plenty of MVPs, but not a Super Bowl champion.
But he got MVP. He got something. But with his statement, right? His statement, he's not saying he wants a boss B. You know, they asked him what his preference was, and he basically saying he don't want it. So again, in that profession, that's going to come in his face. But like you said, if he decides to choose that, that's his fault. But he basically saying, by him saying that, that's what coming in his direction. That's an athlete's entertainer. That's what's going to come to you.
Okay, they come with the territory.
Yeah, it's part of the game.
Exactly, it's part of the game. But if that's what you're gonna look for, if that's the crowd you're trying to run in, you know, I don't know what got Jay-Z and Beyonce together. I don't know what got A$AP Rocky and Rihanna together. I don't know. But I mean, you put together the team you want.
Right.
And that's something you got to strive to put the pieces together to make it work. And nobody got to know about that. I don't care what line of work you do or who you are or how much money you got, how much you don't. You know what I'm saying? We come from the era where, hey, you know, you can find them chicks with no money. It's just it's just a mental type of savvy you got. And if you really know how to apply that type of pressure. If you have a game, hey, I'll just 6,000. Have you ever been to play with no game? Don't be the coldest type dudes. Hey, shout out to Gemini. But I mean, you got to understand, if you know how to apply, if you really know how to apply and really seek what you want, and this is what it is, hey, put it out there, it's going to find you. But it's the type of energy, but it all goes to what type of dude you are, money and no money.
Right.
Do you know how to attract the type of fish you're trying to catch?
Right. So, all right. Hey, man, we about to finish the rest of the show. Appreciate you answering the phone. We about to get on IG later, too, man. So hop on IG, man. Appreciate you.
Will do.
All right.
Love you guys.
All right. Thank you.
Yep.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, that was a good point. I really like what he said. You have to be able to complement each other.
Yeah.
So Cam, if that's the kind of woman you want, I hope that you can fix some shit. You know what I mean, and provide entirely for your woman, because she may expect that from you. That same woman that you're looking for, she may expect certain things from you. So, you know,
absolutely.
I like what he said.
He don't want that woman though. But people in the comments, man, let us know how you feel. How do you feel about Cam's comments? Do you agree or disagree? All right, what's next?
All right, so